All right, we're going to open the meeting. I just want to remind any potential new members, I have the book up here. Please find your way up here during the night and sign that. We got the cards going around. Hopefully that'll continue. Bill Dinesco, he's a new member. He came in, I think, around June. He's been pretty sick, and it was just known to me tonight that he has cancer. So hopefully these cards will, all these signatures will cheer him up a little bit. Anyway, I want to give my thanks to Carol, who manages this rest area, for letting us be here tonight. And we'll get underway with the meeting. I got to hand this over to Frank.
All right, good to see all you guys. To start with, Phil Stevens won last 50-50, $155. Hopefully someone's gonna maybe top that tonight. I want to thank the guys who ran the cookout last year. And I found out tonight that Mike Toomey and Phil Stevens are willing to do it again this year. So that's really good. What we'd like to do, and they both agreed, that we'd like a couple of volunteers that will go along with them when they're doing the legwork for the shopping, be there when they're doing the setup as well. But the shopping is real important. If for any reason they planned on doing it, or next year they don't want to do it or can't do it, at least these guys, the volunteers, will tag along with them when they're doing that shopping. We'll have an idea of where they went, what they bought. They can get a list of the product they bought, which Ross ran it for quite a few years, and he made a real comprehensive list. So he's made it easy for the shopping, easy as it can get. So is there anybody interested tonight?
I've done the shopping once before. I'll help.
Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Do we have a date on it?
It's going to be in August. I'm not sure of the date yet. No, we got to check and see what the schedule is. We don't want it to conflict with anything else that's going on. I'd like to see it in September, but that month is really booked. So the latter part of August, we're shooting for.
We're not sure of the venue, so we don't know what's open.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I talked to, I put a call out to Brad, and his property was up for sale and has been for 4 years, but as of yet, there's no paperwork signed. So he's, I think, going to put it with a realtor, and he advised that it would be a good idea to not plan on having that property for the cookout. So we're going to be searching. There's a couple of places. Anybody has any ideas, they can. One thing I'd ask you, I mean, it's easy to throw out an idea, but it takes a little investigation to go to the place, talk to the people, see if it'll accommodate the cars. Do they have flush bathrooms, which I'm finding out is a big deal if you want to bring women to the cookout, and I understand that. So if you know the place in your town or somewhere centrally located, and you've got the time, contact them and see, you know, what the expense is. Try to find out all the details, and the sooner the better. Hello, Mike.
Are we looking for a place just in case Brad can't do it?
Excuse me?
Are we looking for a place just in case Brad can't do it? Or...
No, this is pretty certain. Brad told me that the place is, you know, his buyer is not going to follow through from what he could see. So I think he's going to put it. He didn't say it in that many words, but he said it'd be a good idea to plan on something, plan B. We don't want to plan it, and then somebody signs a purchase and sales, and then we're screwed.
Okay.
We won't have any time to do it. Now, one of the things to keep in mind, some of the other car clubs, I don't know which, one of the larger clubs had a meeting down at Saugus at an Elks. And there are some advantages. It's not picturesque, it doesn't look like Brad's, but it has a lot of amenities. They have a big dumpster there, they have flush toilets, they've got this big shaded area with a roof over it and cement, they have picnic tables there, and they have grills there. So if you add all of that up, that's a lot of stuff that we have some of that, and we run our parties. But if you can get a place that has all of that, it'll save a lot of work. Just setting the tents up alone.
Yep.
You know?
Is that Elks you have to pay for?
Excuse me?
You have to pay them for it?
Yes. We're supposed to meet with them Saturday, but I'm going to Hudson, so Bobby's going to try to set it up for Sunday.
What about Topsfield Field? Do you ever rent that?
Anything is a possibility, you know. We're not, I'm sure the club is open anywhere, you know, but some of the things are important, like if we don't have to rent the porta potties. The last time I rented them, I was always in charge of the shit show, but the last time I rented them, they were approaching $400. The woman's one was more money, the man's was cheaper. So, I mean, that's $400 right off the top if we have to rent the place that has flush toilets. The dumpster's another problem. If we can use their dumpster, we don't have to depend on guys bringing the stuff home. That's a big plus. So, any ideas, we're open to them. Okay? Now, yeah, Mike and Phil, thanks an awful lot, and Mike, Porky Mike as well. Okay. Now, we've gotten some clothing. We filled out a lot of slips tonight, and a few people took hats with them. They bought hats. I'd ask you to do one thing. If you intend to have the clothing, you know, you could pick it up at the next meeting, or you could pick it up here Sunday. And if you're going to do that, you know what you ordered, and we've got the receipts here. Call Tony Gentile, his number is in the book, and say, Tony, I'm coming to the meeting, and could you have my stuff there? I'm going to be at Burger King Sunday, could you bring some stuff? That would be make it easy for him, and make sure that you got your clothing. And Tony's number's in the book. All right, now Jim Capello, and who's the other guy?
John D'Amico, he's
Yeah,
not here.
John D'Amico, who's a web guy, and certainly Jim is. They're talking about creating a website. And so I'm going to ask Jim to come up and explain it, because the only webs I know about have spiders in them. So,
I'll come around so I don't squeal. Well, the committee did ask to investigate about getting a website. As you know, we have the Facebook page, which is kind of different than having a website. I mean, for some guys, like Mike, he doesn't know the difference. Sorry, Mike. But the best way to describe it is a web page is like a single page in a phone book. And Facebook is like having a page that's in one of the old Sears catalogs. So it's one of many pages. So the page itself will be something that's more accessible to the members. You don't have to go looking and that type of thing. Unfortunately, when you want a web page by yourself, you have to pay for it. So it's going to be probably under $100 a year. And that's going to be up to the body to decide whether you want to do that or not. So it's, John has talked to me about doing it. I'm sure he will help out. I'll be willing to do whatever I can. So it's up to you guys what you want to do with it. So
Jim, what will be on the web? Pictures?
you can put pictures, video. It's easier to embed stuff in our own website than it is on Facebook. And if you notice, when you put something on Facebook, it drops down as more people, and it's susceptible to junk too. So people can put ads on there. People you don't know can put ads and stupid stuff. So the important stuff drops down. It won't do that on a website. It'll stay right there where you position it.
Will you continue to maintain it, the website?
Yeah, I could, sure.
is that a privacy issue as well? You know, as members only to see it, or a section of
Facebook, you cannot do that. You can't have a private. He asked if there was a private area. With the website, you can do that. So you can have a private area, and that drops down into something that no one else can access other than members. So you may want to do that. What's that?
Who can get into the private area?
Just members.
How
So-
do you know as a member? You need a password?
yeah, you need a password.
So that's gonna be a big secret then amongst us.
No.
Members only.
Yeah, members only. So everybody can have their own
Oh,
password.
I see. Everybody can have their own password.
Right.
Are you able to delete a person if they don't abide by the rules and give away their password to somebody else?
Oh, yeah. So the people that'll be in charge of the website will be able to do all that stuff. So you'll have security And if anybody fools around doing stuff, you can warn them. And that's not, Facebook doesn't operate like that, so you pretty much cannot, you can't do that. But again, it's up to you guys whether you want to invest in having something like that done or whatever.
Thank you very much, Jim. Now, you heard what he said, it's gonna cost the club approximately $100, that's an estimate. Anybody opposed or in favor? If you're in favor, you wanna raise your hand, because he's not gonna go forward. Who's got a question? Brian?
People that are posting on our Facebook page now, post on our website, they would have to have a password, you say?
No. So in order to, well, it depends on how you set it up, because you can have it both ways. You can have a protected area where no one can get in except the members, or you can have an open area where people like Facebook. So you can set it up like that. So it's really,
So we have like a platform.
oh yeah, and that's another thing is we'd have our own name at the very top. And that's available to change or whatever you want to call it.
Because it's good on our Facebook page that we have other people from other clubs with various things posting things.
Right.
As in,
So you could set it up that way. You could set it up with, there's an area for people to post generally, and then a members only area. So you can have a for sale area, all sorts. Yeah.
What would be on it that's not on the newsletter?
Video.
Telephone number, well, we got the page.
Yeah, you could put, so you can set up everything different like that. And Facebook isn't very adaptable to that kind of stuff. You only have a little box so everybody sees everything that you put down there. So you can't have a private area. Not like we're talking anymore.
You can make Facebook private.
Well, you can, yeah, but it'll turn the whole page private.
Yeah.
So no one, the other clubs won't be able to see anything like that.
Just because we get a website doesn't mean Facebook has to go away.
Oh, no, you can use both of them,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Any more questions on it? One thing I think's a good idea, that if, I've had people comment, what's that? Somebody out there?
Who's the web designer?
Well, they
Jim.
have, you can hire somebody to do it, or, it's pretty much, it's never free, yeah, nothing's free.
They get templates and stuff, it's pretty easy.
Right, there's templates that you can plop things on, it's real easy, I've done half a dozen different websites.
Why can't we do this? Get some volunteers that know about computers to research.
You're looking at him right there.
That's why he's bringing it up.
I don't know, I thought he
You
was
know,
a
no,
salesman.
Jim, that's what he does. He's got a great background in it. We're very fortunate to have him, by the way.
Good.
The other thing that he pointed out, we were talking about it, is there, other clubs, their information isn't open to everybody. Ours is. If that book we have, anybody that's in that book, whether they're present members, former members, or anybody that happens to get the book can read it, and if club business is printed in that, oftentimes it is, there's a question of whether you want that out there or don't want it out there. And anything that's sensitive, that club members only who sign up, that's who's gonna read it. And I think that's probably not a bad idea. Any other questions? Looks like you got it all. You wanna vote on whether to spend the money to do this?
Make a motion.
I'm gonna make a motion to go forward with this. All in favor? Okay, it looks like it's good. All right, Jimmy, thank you.
Okay.
That's the website. Sorry, I talked about the cookout and the help, and we're gonna find out where we're gonna have it, hopefully, soon. There's a fellow up in Maine named Tim Doobie, and for years, him and other clubs have had a get-together on the 1st of March up at a place called Newark's. And I, for one, have gone up there. Ross has gone up there. It's not sponsored by like a single club. but they all get together and they invite all the local clubs, this one of course would be included, to go up there March 1st, have something to eat, meet members from other clubs. And so Tim's in Florida, but his daughter is picking up the torch, and she got a hold of us, and she's trying to put this together. So it was in our newsletter. Jim put it in there. She had a flyer made up. I just want to tell you guys that make you aware of it, and try to put it on your calendar, because clubs that getting together is a good thing. You know, and it's not a far ride, and hopefully the weather's good. You could go up there and enjoy yourself, maybe even take the hot rods out for the first time.
How long of a ride?
It's up by Portsmouth. It's close. You get up to Portsmouth and just head up 16, and it's right there. It's in Dover Point. All right, so it's something to look forward to. And yeah, I guess that's about it for me. Jenny.
So these four guys working in their office in Boston, they come out of Boston, they go to the local bar, all these suits. So they're hanging out at the bar and talking with the bartender, you know, good friends. They're there for a couple of hours. So this one guy comes into the bar, and he's way down the other end of the bar, and he's trying to get the bartender's attention. Keeps putting his hand up. So finally the bartender acknowledges him. He says, well, you know, I got to get on and get an order from this guy. So he walks down, he goes, what do you want, jackass? The guy goes, I'll have a beer. Okay, so he gives him a beer. So the bartender goes back down, starts shooting the shit with the rest of the four guys, and an hour later the guy puts his hand up again. He goes, for Christ's sake, hey, jackass, what do you want, another beer? And he goes, yeah. So the bartender goes down and gives him another beer. So another hour goes by, he puts his hand up. So all the four guys go. One of the four guys goes down there and speaks to the guy, and he says, why do you let him call you jackass? And the guy goes, well, he always calls me jackass. Isn't that a beauty, huh? All right, serious shit. Eddie Pearson is here tonight. Going to talk about Saturday morning at Hudson. There's a movie and a get-together with a show, a train show, a car show. Ed, you want to come up and talk a little bit about it, or you want to talk from there? Eddie Pearson. Where is he?
Everything is on the paper there anyway.
All right, if you want to know anything about it, it's what, Saturday morning or what time?
10 to 3.
10 to 3 in Hudson, Mass. Some of you guys have been there before, years before. It's just a general get-together, yes.
It's where the tie rods used to be.
Yes, where the tie rods always meet down there.
For guys that like slot cars, there's going to be a scale slot car track there. I'm bringing my static display with all my 60s, 70s cars. There's a little stand you can get something to eat, a hot dog or a drink. There's a bar if you want to have a beer or something like that. That's open. So there's going to be movies, slides, memorabilia to look at, pictures, photographs, books. The Orientals are going to have a table there advertising our rates at the track. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to have, but there's some companies that are advertising. I got flyers here for anybody that's interested, the same as what Denny just did.
I've been there a couple of years ago. It's a lot of fun. See old friends, and you know, big bullshit time. Thanks, Ed. Just a couple more things about shows coming up. Frank talked about the one in Dover, New Hampshire. I've been there to the restaurant Newick's. I'm sure some of you people have been there. I take 95 to Route 4, and Newick's is right there. It's easy to get to. You can GPS it. There's another show, and I don't have my glasses on. May 1st at Deerfield Fairgrounds. Anybody been to the Deerfield show? I have. Anybody out there? It's at the fairgrounds. It's like Topsfield. It's huge, and I think New Hampshire Muscle Car Club puts it on. I'm not sure. Yeah, they do. They get 2 to 3, maybe 400 cars. It's a great time. It's there again. It's easy to get to. Deerfield Fairgrounds, Deerfield, New Hampshire.
Date on that? What's the date?
I can't read it. 17th of May. 17th of May at the Deerfield Fairgrounds, Deerfield, New Hampshire. Pretty good time. A lot of cars. And the second one on here is, I can't read it.
There you go.
You're all set?
Kingpins.
Oh, the Kingpins, yeah. That's in April. What is it, April 9th? No, April 4th. Is that April 4th? Yeah. May 4th. Oh, May 4th, I'm sorry.
Salisbury Beach.
Everybody knows that, Salisbury Beach, Kingpins. The Windy City, plenty of parking for cars. I'm sure a lot of us have been there before. Great show. They do a great job. So, that being said, I'm going to pass the mic.
All right, Tony is going to come up and introduce whatever new members we may have here tonight. All right, there you go.
All right, before new members, we got a couple of birthdays in the house. We have happy birthday, Ross Blassingame, Bill Grazia, Jimmy Ippolito, Mike Stoloff, Brian Winter, and Bruno Massa, who's not here. Tonight we also have 4 prospective new members. I didn't have a chance to do any research on these people, so I'm going to ask them all to come up here. We have Gary Grimes, Ray Willis, Don Sylvester, and Kent Taylor. Who's missing? All right, guys, if you want to just say who you are and who sponsored you, why you want to be in the club, and what you drive, then we'll see if we want to let you in.
Based on all that.
My name is Ray Willis. I ran the junkyard for 50 years. I retired this year. I met a friend named Billy that says, I got a good place for you to go. I'm going to have you join a club. You can have your dream car, and you can meet people that worked their whole lives and they got what they wanted. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to fit in. And the card that went around tonight meant a lot for me if everybody signed it, because Billy is not with us tonight, and Billy's the one that brought me here. And I'm very proud of that. And I think I'm going to have a great time if I get in. Thank you.
Gary Grimes. I got a 1934 Ford. I was sponsored by John Lyons. And I'd kind of been hanging around with the guys, you know, for the last couple of years, meeting them coffee here and there, and just like the atmosphere, and wanted to be a part of your group.
Thanks, Gary.
Hi, name's Donald Sylvester, sponsored by Mike Benedetto. I have a 33 Factory 5. I like the guys. There's a lot of common sense here. I like the age group. Thank you.
name's Ken Taylor. I like the age group too. That guy over there sponsored me. He's a troublemaker. Mikey V. Yep. I got a 31 Coupe Model A, 31 Vicky. I like Model A's. And I like the group.
What, the 65 then?
It's a 66.
Oh, sorry.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, it's pretty cold outside, so if you guys want to go in the bathroom. All right. Brian? Yeah, there was about 11 people on the list still.
Where are we on the list?
Tony, how many people left on the list?
We got 6 potential, and only out of the 6 potential, only one of those showed up tonight. C. Ray Dave right here. So, yeah, and after that, that's it. After the last 6 get in, if they do, that's it.
All right, so you want to just leave? We'll leave them in the bathroom? Anyone? Everyone okay with everybody? All right. I guess I'll go get him.
I hear a little screaming going on in there. They couldn't get the gasoline open. Wow.
Well, then I don't want him in the club. All right, congratulations, guys. You're all in the club. All right, anyone have anything they want to add to the meeting tonight? Ross?
Let's have quiet.
Hey, where were all you guys Sunday? Yeah, we'll move it back. Saturday.
Ross, come up here. We want to hear you. I think it's important what you want to say. You got to come back here. No, it's important, Russ. Give him shit.
Every once in a while, Frank gets a movie, and he goes down and gets the guy to let him have the theater in the morning, and we have a really good time. It's a riot. Some of these old movies are really great, and we watched Clint Eastwood last Saturday. But there was only, I don't know, 18 or 20 guys showed up. That was it, and it's only $5. A couple hours Saturday morning. What are you doing? Especially this time of year. And he's probably going to stop doing it because it's not working out. So it's just for all you guys to show up and, you know, have a good time for a couple hours. So it'd be really nice if you can start doing it. Want to give it another shot?
Yeah. I don't want to stop doing it. I think it's a good deal, and I'm kind of beside myself trying to figure out why people don't show up. You know, if it's snowing or raining or whatever, that's one thing. But if it's a decent day, 2 hours on a Saturday morning, you get to meet your friends. You know, it's really worth the shot. I know a lot of guys have been. Mike's been up a bunch of stuff. At times he collects the money for us.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
And it's a good show. And we're trying. We had some bad movies. We had a couple of bad movies, and I don't have a DVD player, so I can't play them ahead of time. And if I did, it's only my opinion. So you get 6 guys saying Two-Lane Blacktop is a good movie. It wasn't.
Hey, the car was great.
The car was the only. There was no dialogue. No one in the movie had a name. It was just really bad. You know. They went on to better things, though. Both the styles. So the last one was the Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood. That was good. And we're thinking of doing Steve McQueen, No, either Bullet or Le Mans. Is it the Le Mans? Yeah. We're thinking of doing that one. Anyway, we're trying to get good movies that guys will like, and you'll be happy you went. So please try and give it a shot. We don't want to shit can the idea. Thank you.
What about the next meeting? Did we figure out where it is? Are we doing legendary? We can. If that's what you guys want, yeah.
All right. The next meeting can be at Legendary. The only thing is the owner of the company wants to do it on a Saturday morning. It's his show, you know, and he runs a business during the week. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Show of hands if they want.
Yeah? Huh? And everybody okay with doing that? Try Legendary. It's nice of him to put it out there for us.
Is this for
All
Saturday?
right.
Yeah, what
It's going to be a Saturday morning. What time, Tony? 9? 9 o'clock.
Which Saturday?
This coming, no, in February. I'd have to look at a calendar. We'll put it in the newsletter.
Third
Third Saturday?
Yeah.
That would be the 15th, I believe.
Okay? All right, thank you. It'll be a good show, I'm sure.
Yes, that's right.
And Bobby's got something to say here.
New members, we have plaques. Paint them yourself, drill the holes yourself. They look good. $25, either one. Anybody wants them, they got it. That's it for me.
I already said that. Okay. I said anything. Oh, Ross did. Ross came.
Okay. All right, now we're going to do the 50-50. And thanks, guys. Hope you all win. That would be nice.
Just before that, Steve McQueen. Did anybody watch Meekum? You see Steve McQueen's race car, which is owned by Jerry Steinfeld, the comedian. This is the race car. Jerry Seinfeld owns one of the biggest Porsche collections in the country. So he brought Steve McQueen's race car, strictly a race car, to the auction. It went up on the block. It got bid up to $25 million and did not sell. $25 million, he wouldn't let it go. Imagine that. That's it. The Meekum prices are going out of sight. Okay.
Okay, last four numbers. 6634. Six, 634. No 6634?
The guy that bought it before me.
You said the last.
Oh, yeah, you got it. I got 6634. Frank's got it.
That's the second time in over 25 years.
That's about time.
Someone just asked me about having the movie and the meeting at the same time. Bill, is that what you suggested? And so you'd have to have the meeting at the movies. Is that what you're talking about?
Half an hour after it's done.
The problem, I can check with the guy, but he has a regular business that I think his first show is at 12. So if we go there at 9, it could get into 11 easy enough. And then you add the meeting to it. I don't think we could pull that off. I could check with him. And if I can't get an answer for this time, we could certainly do it another time. I think in the seating capacity is like 100 in there, so we could probably do it. But it may take getting there a little earlier than 9. Okay, but thanks for the suggestion.
Compressed meeting.
Thank you.
This meeting.
Meeting adjourned.